What's going on, everybody? It's For the Fam podcast again, reporting live from where it all started, Mount Carmel. We just finished up with Positive Impact Camp. Tracy's doing big things out here in the community.
Yes,
and,
sir.
We got a longtime friend of ours, Gavin Vrdolyak.
Gavin Vrdolyak, welcome to the show, my brother.
Appreciate
nice to
that.
have you, sir.
Appreciate that. Thanks
If you
for having me.
If you haven't heard of the Vrdolyak name, I think you should do some research. I mean, Gavin and his family, they're super close to me and Tracy since we've been at Mount Carmel. Played basketball together, been in classes together. So Gavin's finishing up law school, following in the family footsteps. So we're just gonna pick your brains a little bit.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Welcome to For the Fam, Gav.
Appreciate that.
As y'all heard, Gav is in law school right now.
Yeah, so we were talking earlier, while camp was going on, you have the bar in September.
Yeah, it's everybody's favorite topic these days, especially my family.
Yeah. How is that? How's that? Just,
Studying.
getting prepared and stuff like that.
What type of material do you have to study for? Just
Broad information.
It's a wealth of info that you need to remember. Actually, I was supposed to take it late July, and COVID pushed it to September 9-10. So I'm kind of just starting to get in the zone again for that. So,
Very cool.
but yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on.
it's a blessing to have
get
you
quizzed
on here.
about that bar all the time from my family friends, everybody. But
well, since having your dad's obviously taking it, grandfather, have they given you any words of advice or how to go into it?
so much advice.
Yeah.
So much advice.
Maybe, is it not too much, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it to me it comes down to whether or not you want it, how bad you want it. It's it's a lot of info that you need to absorb and show up on test day ready to demonstrate that you have. So, you could feel motivated, 3 days out of 7. That's a bad week.
It's not a good week.
It's a bad week. And so, I'm just trying to get to the place where I could step into that building confidently and just bang it out, and then I'll be on my way.
Have you taken any practice exams? Is it multiple? We don't know anything about the bar. Is it multiple choice?
Yeah.
Great question.
Yeah, it's-
Paragraph form.
It's split into 2 days. First day is multiple choice, 6 hours, 2 3-hour sessions. The next day is
That's pretty intense.
yeah, it's all right. That's fine. The essay part is where there's an issue. It's timed essays. If you're not reading and comprehending very fast, and you don't have all these all the rules, basically knowing them like the back of your hand, you're gonna have a hard time. And and you need to, even if you do, you still need to write fast and read fast. So it's a trying exam. It's basically, did you put in the work or not? And you don't
The
know it.
results will let you know if you put in a right amount of work or not. So, we live today, obviously. I'm glad to be back at Mount Carmel, fellas.
Man, we got the camp going on.
I got basketball camp going on with the kids. We got all the spots filled right now, even with COVID.
Yeah, we're following all COVID guidelines.
Very, very strict COVID guidelines right now. But, Gav, just talk about us being right here right now. We in Mount Carmel. We about 10 years removed. Just talk about, the experience we gained through this place and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of memories here.
Makes you a man, for real.
Come to Carmel as a boy, leave as a man.
Yeah, these guys played basketball. I played as a sophomore, only a sophomore year. Then everyone got too tall and too fast. But I played football here, and I'd like to apologize to these guys because I don't have a highlight tape.
We're gonna make you.
You're gonna get the special edition.
Yeah, no intro. Actually, you know what? I think there is a highlight tape on YouTube somewhere in the archives.
Oh, trust me, you're gonna be really.
Tom Scanlon put that in there back in the day. No audio, and there's no dunks either. So
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to AXA Production. What is
Yeah,
it?
AXA Cinemas, we got everything you need. Hopefully, is it possible to get a court highlight tape?
You have to go back in the chambers.
well, it's
MC
interesting
chambers.
because these days they're doing motions and things on Zoom.
Yeah.
The courthouse has been closed. All jury trials have been put back till 2021. So there's, the assistants and attorneys are kind of going crazy right now at VLG trying to, learn this new tack, trying to talk to judges.
That's such an intense field. Like, honestly, I actually watched like some Zoom court dates and stuff like that recently.
It's the new people's
Bro,
court.
it blows my
Judge
mind,
Judy.
bro. It literally blows my mind. Just, but like, think about it. Like, that's the time we living in. Just like moving forward, you think that'll have an impact on, law and just like us moving forward and stuff like that?
I don't. I think this thing will pass over, and once it does, I mean, it might affect other businesses, but I think there's a presence in a courtroom, and that won't stop as soon as it's. As soon as they say it's safe, I think it's probably safe. But everyone's erring on the side of caution here, despite. But I won't get into that. But
Yeah.
but no, I don't think so. I think there's still going to be attorneys, seasoned attorneys. It's an experienced business, so seasoned attorneys are going to want to go in to the courtroom and kind of impose
Be
their
back- be
will.
back in that field. Yeah,
It's an
yeah,
experienced business, so there's no way to do that other than going in front of a judge and laying out arguments and figuring that out. So I don't think this is long term. I mean, it really shouldn't be. I don't think that'd be in the best
I
interest
miss
of.
the old ways. Let's just say that. I do miss the old ways.
Talk about, so you take the bar exam in September, and then obviously you'll pass with the A+.
I'm gonna pass.
My boy's gonna get that.
He's gonna get the A+.
He's a lawyer in my
Mount
head
Carmel
already.
Yeah.
education. So then you do that, obviously, with transferring to the Vrdolyak Law Group.
Is that
Is that, or am I making too soon of an assumption?
It's a good educated guess, I'd say. It's likely. We'll see if they'll have me over there.
no, Gavin, you can't come. No, Gavin Vrdolyak, you can't work this.
But I've been clerking over there. I've been working there a lot. I've been working there since I was part-time gig during the summers in college and up until now.
You
So
grew up in that place, really.
yeah, so I know a lot about the business. I don't claim to be, I don't claim to know as much as others, and there's plenty of people who I know I could not do their job. But I like it. I like the field. I like the litigation process, and I like, there's nuances to it that you can only gain through experience. But if you're around experienced lawyers, they can kind of guide you, and you can learn how to go out there and win, which seems. I mean, what's better than that? And you got your own family being able to guide and mold you along the way. That's special.
Family business.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly
I actually
that.
do have a. So, what specific field are you like? Is your
Vrdolyak-
it's like the domestics and you got insurance claims and stuff like that. Like, what's your exact role?
Vrdolyak Law Group does mostly personal injury claims, which are predominantly motor vehicle accidents. There's slip and falls. There's,
I read about one with the childbirth stuff. I seen that recently too as well. How like, it's a lot of childbirth defects. Well, I know the law firm was kind of reaching out in that. That's just some personal stuff that.
Yeah, there's medical
reading
malpractice. There's medical malpractice, absolutely. There's workers' compensation, a whole department for workers' compensation. And yeah, that's the most of it right there. But and if they don't do what someone calls and reaches out to our intake department, they can identify what kind of claim it is, what kind of tort or whatever legal issue, and we've got a pretty good referral list of the best in the city. To if we don't handle it personally, and we're not the experts, we're not trying to take on cases we're not experts at, and we'll send them to the right people and take care of those people. So it's a feel good business where you get to help people. I mean, a lot of my family friends have had either they've been in an accident or their kid or their nephew or whoever has been in a car accident, and it's clear as day. These insurance companies aren't necessarily trying to pay you. They're happy to receive your insurance payment, but
When it comes to the payment process part.
yeah, they're looking for a cop out. So you need fighters to get in the ring with them, and the ring in this situation is obviously the courtroom. We try more cases than pretty much any firm in the city. because we don't care if it's a big claim or a small claim. You know, you're going to get maximum
Quality of work,
value,
yeah.
and
Over
you're
$9 billion. I know. I've seen,
You've been
if
seeing
you're
the
from the Chicago
the
area,
billboards.
you know you've seen a Vrdolyak billboard off the highway before.
Riding up 57, either way, south,
Definitely.
north, you will see one.
That's
so,
true.
What advice would you give to anybody that's like in college or wants to pursue getting a law degree? Like, what would be some key takeaways or things you would tell them? This is what you need to abide by.
I'll go two ways with that. First, if you're in college and you're not performing that well and you're kind of not interested in the, you know, in whatever you're majoring in or your minors or whatever, if that's a GPA issue, that doesn't necessarily translate to your chances of entering the field of law and getting into a good law school. What does is the LSAT, which is what my second point is. I had a buddy, well, I still do, one of my best friends, Robbie Cifelli, he studied for that test harder than I mean, I knew I was going to do okay, so I took the test, and I did all right. I actually got a small scholarship. So I felt good about that. But then, you know, a year later, my friend Robbie, he's busting his, you know what? He's busting his tail. Studying, grinding, and he put up a number that was just like, you can go anywhere you want, pretty much. He ended up going to the same school as me. We both went to John Marshall in the South Loop here in Chicago, but he got a full ride, and they paid for his living expenses for his 3 years there. So I would say bust your tail studying for that LSAT because, you know, he's debt free, focusing on his career, trying to get a gig now. He's taking the bar, so you know he's getting
into the zone.
Yeah,
of
first
all
things
that right
first
now.
things first. But you know that's a hell of a start. Is debt free and you got your rent paid for while
Yeah,
you're,
that's facts.
you know.
That's facts. That's expense free.
Yeah.
So
that's what I would say. And if you're interested in it, it's doable. It's really hard work, whether you put the time in or not. But you know, you don't have to. It's not rocket science. You know, there's some complex legal issues out there that not everyone can grasp, but a lot of people who don't grasp that pass the bar and do well as attorneys. So, you know, and they'll be in a different field.
That's true.
Definitely. So, off the law subject,
Off the law.
who is Gavin outside of the courtroom? What type of things do you enjoy? Hobbies, music? I think I know some of these answers, but I'm gonna let you tell it.
He's trying to let everybody
trying to let
else
everybody
get
else
the
know.
insights about Gavin.
This isn't
Vrdolyak.
your average lawyer that you might think. So, lawyer to be. Give me
Whoa.
your top three in your playlist right now, artists.
Artists, you're talking. Okay.
Yeah.
You're about to be trapped in a cave, and you can only take these people
Music arsenal.
music catalog albums, 3 of them.
All right. I'm gonna limit it to artists, not albums. Just,
Well, if you take the artists, you take all their albums with them.
okay, perfect. I'm gonna take Bruce Springsteen number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys
I
know?
like
You
that.
guys know who that is?
I've heard of it.
Well, I'll get you educated.
You gotta educate us,
Okay,
guys.
Bruce.
Because he's got a wealth of content and songs out there like you wouldn't believe, more than pretty much most. And these aren't just songs;
Mediocre songs,
they're all hits.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the put on.
Oh yeah, I'll use him on your highlight tape. But keep going.
No, don't use. That's a little bit.
Somebody's gonna be like, "Where did Gavin get this highlight tape
Oh
from?
my
We gotta
God.
sign his kit."
Number 2, not even close. Best rapper of all time, Lil Wayne.
Oh, he went with the Wayne. My God,
Okay.
come here, give me some. Not a lot of people show respect to Lil Wayne these days.
Yeah,
but we in a whole
it's-
new age and generation of kids. They didn't grow up on like the music we grew up on.
Wayne.
That's a good one.
I think he's the best rapper ever. I still listen to his new stuff, old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The guy goes hard.
I'm just gonna show my respect for the old Wayne. Let's just say
Yeah,
that.
the
I
old
respect
Wayne.
the old Wayne.
It's
You
a
don't
big
like
catalog.
you don't like the Carter 5?
It's just different.
I didn't
I
even
respect.
Oh,
I respect. Let's just say I respect.
What was the best song on there? He said I can't even think of it.
put me on the spot. I don't know.
You don't even know. That means
See?
it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Number 3.
Now 3. Lil Wayne, Bruce, that's like
That's
totally.
that's off the wall.
Yeah, it is.
But I like that about you. Who's 3?
You got me on the spot here. Let me think. Historically, I like if I'm trying to get pumped up and get that
Get that vibe.
angry young man shit stuff going
You
on.
can curse on here, so
That angry young man shit. I like listening to. I like
Trust me,
listening to the
I
Who.
think we've.
They go hard. The Who.
The Who?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
I literally heard of it. I've never heard of
He
it. We
said-
bogus, first of all. We're out of line, y'all. We ain't hip enough, man.
The
but
Who?
Well,
Is that a
they didn't
group?
prep me with this question.
Is that a group?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
They're old. They're old guys.
What is their genre?
That's my dad's favorite group. So I grew up listening to them nonstop, and they're old school rock, classic rock, but with
It's
a
like
little
that.
bit more edge. They're British.
Okay.
They've got, and the reason I say that is because they've got. I'd say Bruce has more songs than them. Springsteen has more songs than them, but they're second in line in terms of great rock songs. So, I like that. And
I'm versatile too, bro. So I'm open to
I'm
listen
open
to that
to
rock
yeah,
music.
I'm open to it now.
I wasn't
love
always like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't always like
I'll
that.
I'll send you some good stuff.
But now I can do
it.
it.
Send me some.
I'll send you some good stuff.
I'm a
but
vibes person. I need all good energy my way, so I can do that.
That's true. That's true. That's all I got for music for these right now. For right now.
No problem,
But
no
hit me.
problem.
How about you guys? What's your favorite out right now, Tracy?
Out
Right now, I'm a Chicago guy. I love literally, especially ever since I've been back home and working with Chicago Positive Impact. I've literally listened to like probably a lot of Chicago music from rap, whatever. I'm big on Chicago artists right now. I'm just trying to support the wave.
I like that.
Lil Herb, Dirk,
Oh yeah, all of them.
and I would never stop playing the Juice WRLD. I would never
Juice
stop
WRLD.
playing Juice.
That's a good answer.
I'm gonna go with Drake.
Oh,
Number
off the
one.
bat, not even close.
Yeah, he's insane.
Drake. Like he said, I like a lot of the Chicago guys coming out. Chicago's making a name for itself, I think.
As we continue to
time.
grow
In
and
the
like
rap game.
we got to be more together and like business.
Oh,
Rap
yeah.
is a business too, and like if you look at the wave and you seen the guys that's like successful right now in rap and stuff
So
like
I'll
that.
do Drake, G Herbo. That's my top 3, right? Or that's 2.
I like Gierbo.
And then 3, who have I? 42 Doug's
Oh,
been
he's
coming
crazy.
out with some.
He 42
a lot
Doug.
of summer catalog's been nice. I'll send you him. You send me some Bruce Springsteen.
I would like to plug real quick. Who is Lou? Lou Charles. He's a Fort Worth rapper.
Okay. Shout him out there.
Shout out Lou,
Yeah.
shout out Lou. You know what I'm saying?
I'll send you some of his stuff too. He's smooth.
That's your boy?
Yeah. I mean,
we need to get him. We might have to.
Lou, we gonna ask you to come on one time or something.
You said he's in Florida?
Fort Worth.
Fort Worth?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh.
After COVID, we take a trip. Yeah, I'm
can
down
take a trip.
I'm down with the vacation wave. So
Or
yeah.
or during. We'll make sure we
Social distance that episode.
yeah, social distance, and then we'll quarantine ourselves and all that stuff. But he's great, and his music is real, and and he's a great dude too. So I went to college with his younger brother, and he was there the whole time, kind of around. I'd see him every once in a while, as much as I could, because he's a real one for sure, and his music is great. I still listen to it, even his old stuff. I listen to it.
okay.
It's on the playlist. So hashtag Who is Lou.
Bad. So man, Gavin, it's been great to have you on for the Fan Podcast.
Definitely.
This is not the last visit from my guy, but the first one for sure. So
I'll come back anytime.
it's just glad that we appreciate you having you on here and just
Our first non-basketball.
showing love.
Giving
Yeah.
us the love.
Caravan Nation, we live. Caravan Nation, support the brand and movement.
Nike everywhere, actually.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Vrdolyak law firm.
For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, my boy.
Fucking hell.
Love.